It's like my favorite. Because my camera be making me look pale. I'm not. So I just wanted to hop on here and chop it up with some of my fellow TIs. Hold on, I'm about to invite some of them. 1 second. I'm trying to share my live. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, there we go. I'm like, wait, I had invited the group to come join my live if they're still up, so. But definitely hit the like button when you join the video. There we go. What's up, you guys? I see some of you guys starting to roll in. Leave a comment. Hi, boss lady. What's up, Jamaican boy? I can't get my mouse to work for some weird reason. It's getting on my nerves. Get a new mouse. Anyways, what's up, guys? So, y'all, I just wanted to, invite you guys to my live from the chat, especially because, I'm new to the chat too. And so you guys have never, some of you guys don't know me, but if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, you guys, so we can stay locked in. But I hear some of the stuff that you guys be talking about in the chat, and I'm new to a lot of the stuff that you guys talk about. That's why sometimes I'm just like, what are they even talking about? Because you guys talk about like stuff like V2K and all that other stuff, you know what I mean? And I have no idea what any of that stuff is. Some of it, I have an idea of what some of it is, but I just wanted to share my vision that I had with you guys tonight. And then I wanted to talk about like some of the targeting and stuff that I've been noticing. Like today I had went into a store. It says, you know about gang stalking? Absolutely. I'm a targeted individual. It says, what's up? Yeah. I've been being targeted since 2019. But this is something that happens to like all of God's chosen. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're if he's blessed you with spiritual gifts, you know what I'm saying? Or it says it won't let you comment. Why? Oh, they're being super whack sauce right now. It won't let you comment on my live. That's horrible. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like getting messages from the group. Some of the people in the group are saying that, or someone from the group said that they can't comment on my live on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to me so we can stay locked in, okay? But yeah, I know about gang stalking a lot. I started this channel, talking about gang stalking because it was something that I was going through like by myself and I didn't have like any support, you know what I mean? And it's kind of weird because it's something I noticed something today. Um, like earlier, I think yesterday maybe in the chat, we were talking about how sometimes the gang stalking slows down and then it'll like rev back up or it'll like restart or something like that. Well, mine kind of slowed down, but what I've noticed is that it never slows down. They just kind of do everything in like a more subtle way. You know what I mean? It's not like as intense, like where they try to like make themselves known. Like when mine is intense, they do like kind of weird things. Like the other night I was driving and it was getting dark outside. And I was downtown Minneapolis, and a guy took his flashlight, and it was dark out. But as I was driving past the intersection, he blinded me with his flashlight. As he was, excuse me, as he was driving by, and I was like, see, that's my problem right there. I'm hard headed because God told me to make sure I'm in the house before it gets dark outside. And I was on my way home after it got dark. So, but yeah, he ended up like doing that. So that's what I mean when I say it's like intense. But when they slow it down, it doesn't. It never slows down. It's just that they start to do things in a more subtle way. Like today, I went inside the hair store to go get me some gel for my hair because I ran out of hair gel. And there's like this really small girl. You know what I'm saying? She's like literally like the size of my arm. Okay, like the girl's really tiny, and she's like kind of following me around the store, like taking pictures and stuff. I'm like, girl, and like she just looks so like, what was the word? She just looked kind of ashamed, like she didn't even really want to do what she was doing. I almost wanted to give her a hug, like, girl, you don't have to do this, like for real. But I get, like the thing is, like desperate times calls for desperate measures. Like people will literally start, especially as this I feel like this, like, as the recession comes, people are really going to really just start doing some pretty desperate things. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to be very desperate. It's actually kind of sad. It's kind of sad. I've been watching a lot of people just sell their souls for money. And it's just the saddest thing to watch. Like, seriously. Completely. I'm talking about soul completely gone. They're going to get more desperate. Facts. Completely desperate. I'm talking about like especially when the food shortage happens. I don't know if you guys like know that there's a food shortage coming, but there is a food shortage on the rise. Like, even at Aldi in the United States is like one of the cheapest grocery stores. And people who are more or less fortunate tend to shop at Aldi because of its affordable prices. My kids and my kids are vegetarian. I'm on this vegan journey, right? I'm trying to wean my kids off of meat. But, they wanted chicken yesterday. I was like, all right. And so I was looking at chicken. I'm like, I don't know if you guys are going to go vegetarian. Maybe we should just cut this whole thing off because they'll have like moments where they still want to eat chicken or whatever. But I'm trying to get my kids like completely off of meat. I looked at the chicken at Aldi. I kid you not, it was like $16 per pack. I was like, yeah, I went vegan at the perfect time because, honey, who finna pay $16 for a pack of chicken? Not I. You know what I mean? It's not even that deep. And so, and it's like just eating vegetables and fruit and, other lighter foods. It's more healthier and it makes you feel lighter anyway. So, but anyways, a lot of people are going to start doing a lot of desperate stuff. And that's the reason why I'm like not even surprised at some of the stuff that I see. You know what I'm saying? Like with my targeting really it's more like an online kind of thing. I have my neighbors, of course, they do the neighborhood mobbing, and then every job that I get it's like workplace mobbing, so I have to find jobs where I can literally just work for myself on my own time, you know and but you know a lot of my targeting is online from complete strangers. Like some of the people that target me the hardest online, like I don't even know these folks. Like I've never seen them or had a conversation with them a day in my life, but all they kind of do is just sit up and watch your social media and throw shade at you all day for money. you know that's literally what they do. It's kind of weird. It's very weird energy. And then it's just like, you know, another thing that I go through with targeting is every time I get close to someone, they turn around and, like, I don't know, there's one person that targets me and he like literally sends people to, like kind of befriend me, you know? and then like records all of my conversations and then talks about it on social media. It's really weird. But he's kind of like obsessed with me. I don't even know if it's like him actually gang stalking me or if him like or if it's him, just kind of obsessing over me. I don't know what it is. But that's kind of some of the stuff that I also go through with targeting as well. But a lot of people, it says don't watch them, sis. I mean, I don't. I feel like I think you know who I'm talking about too. But yeah. Oh, you're talking about online? Like when they target me online? No, I don't. Like I don't I used to watch them all the time, especially when I had time, but I don't really have time to, cuz I'm so busy with like my life, like with my kids, you know what I'm saying? I'm a single mom now. And so it's like this ship is not going to sail itself. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't focus on what I need to do on a day-to-day basis, then, my ship is going to sink like crazy. You know what I mean? And so, and I got a whole bunch of other stuff that I got going on, and I got some stuff that God is trying to get me to do, and I'm scared to do it. He just got through talking to me about it, so no, but I don't pay attention to them folks at all. But what kind of stuff do you guys go through, like with targeting? And what city and state do you guys live in? Drop a comment. Let me know something. I'm currently in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Um, I started, like, this whole thing started for me in Robbinsdale, Minnesota. And then I had fled to Miami, Florida in hopes that it would stop. But then I learned real soon. It was like 2 weeks of peace in Florida. You know what I'm saying? I really tried to like do things like a certain way. Like I had literally, so I pawned my laptop. I got a new cell phone. I used a new email. Or I created a new Gmail account. You know what I'm saying? So like I literally left and with a clean slate. Even when I took the bus out of Minnesota, I didn't even take the bus in my name. You know what I'm saying? Like I purchased the ticket in a different name because I was like, whatever it is that's following me, I don't want it to follow me to Miami. So when I took the bus in a different name. I literally switched out all of my electronics, so if they were ever like watching my stuff, like I would have all new everything. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like 2 weeks of straight peace, you know, pure peace. And next thing you know, I was inside of a grocery store and I was being followed by some girl who's like half my size. They keep sending like these little girls to like follow me. Like they're like grown women, but they're like little girls, like smaller. And I feel like they do that because they want me to like, try to do something. But it's like that wouldn't even be fair, you know. And second of all, I wouldn't do anything anyway, you know. But yeah, that's just kind of what I've noticed. And so that happened in Florida, and so I stayed in Florida for about like 3 months, and they would do things like send people to my job to take pictures of me and just like a whole bunch of weird stuff. It's just all like super weird, just real weird, you know. Yep, it's just a whole bunch of weird stuff. And then like I ended up coming back to Minnesota because I couldn't make it in Florida. Like there was no way. It was just so expensive to live down there, and it was just cheaper to come to Minnesota because like in Florida it was so hard to find a job during that time, you know. But like it's so crazy because my second day back in Minnesota, like I was already at work, you know. So it was kind of weird, but because they have like so many, jobs up here. But yeah, it was just easier to make it up here. So I had came back, and then, I guess like there were so many people who were shocked that I actually came back, and they kind of just like left me alone for a while because they're like, oh, she has nothing. We don't. We've already done what we needed to do. I had a business, so their whole focus, their sole purpose was to block me and stop me from building a successful business. That's kind of what a lot of people do here in Minnesota, like with gang stalking. It's like they're fine if you have a regular job, you know what I'm saying? But if you dare, if you dare try to step outside of working a 9 to 5 position somewhere, then just know that you're on the list and you're about to get gang stalked. Especially if you haven't sold your soul. Especially if you haven't sold your soul. They want you to sell your soul in order to become successful up here. Like, I'm watching people, you know, become successful here in Minnesota, and it's like all they do is gang stalk people. Like, they don't, it's like nothing. I mean, to own a business, of course, you have to put some type of work in for it to be running. But some people just really, really become successful off of the backs of people shedding people's blood, trying to get people to commit suicide. And how you can tell about who those people are the people that sit up and throw shade at other people online all day. That's how you can point out who's getting paid to gang stalk people. It's some people that own companies, and they wonder, like, how is this person able to blow up faster than I have, and we've literally been doing the same thing. Hey, what's up, Hev? How is this person able to blow up faster than I have, and we've literally been doing the exact same thing? That's what some business owners are wondering. Well, it's a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, they sell their souls, and the way that they sell their souls is to try to cause someone else to fall. Is to try to make people want to commit suicide or something like that. I need for all of you guys to hit the subscribe button so we can stay locked in on this channel. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for coming in. Subscribe to my channel. Des, how are you? I'm doing okay. I'm just talking about like how, business is done here in Minnesota. Like, in Minnesota, every time you try to like run a company or you start a company, that's when you get gang stalked. It's the gatekeeping here is like literally unreal. It's gatekeeping. All they do is gatekeep. If you're not in like that in crowd or like that in circle, you know what I'm saying, where with all the other gatekeepers, then you're considered like an outsider, and they will literally bully the hell out of you until you quit your business. And the goal is to try to get you to quit your business. And a lot of people are mad at me because I won't quit my business. Because they gang stalked, the first time they gang stalked me, I had a lucrative company. It was making a really, really good amount of money in sales. Like, I was making, to me, $2,000 a day was a really good amount because I've never made that before. You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of people, like, it was my fault because I was boasting and bragging about it online, like posting my sales. And so I kind of like brought myself that attention. So I can definitely admit to that. But, after that, it was just like the slander campaign was just unreal. It was unreal. It was like people making like derogatory rap songs about me, people posting pictures of me that aren't even me. You know what I'm saying? Just like saying that it's me. I was being set up, framed, lied on, and like even now, a lot of people are just kind of shocked that I even found the courage to even come back to Minnesota and to even try to reestablish or try to restart another business, and so what they're doing now is the same old tactics that they used before. But the Bible says the affliction shall not rise a second time. And it's like when someone does something enough, like so many times, it gets to a point where you become so mentally and like physically numb to whatever it is. Like, let's say if somebody punches you, oh, excuse me, if someone punches you in the arm, I know my brother used to do this to me. He would like punch me in my arm in the same spot over and over. It's a game called Dead Arm that we used to play, and we would like literally punch each other in the arm till our arm like goes numb. You know what I'm saying? That's literally how it is when people spiritually attack you, when people like, throw shade at you, when people slander you. It gets to a point where we become, some people call it being strong, but me, I prefer to use the term numb to it, because it's like I literally just don't feel it anymore. It like it used to, and that's the reason why pain is important. It's okay to feel pain, because at some point, you know, if it doesn't paralyze you, you'll start to feel so numb to the BS that these gang stalkers do to you. You'll start to feel so numb to it. It's absolutely insane. Like when people, like I used to see a lot of people doing like this to me. And I used to see people that I used to work with, especially when I was 21 and pregnant. I saw my coworker from one of my old job, and I shouted out her name over at the shopping center in Brooklyn Center. I was like, "Hey, Mecca!" Like, it was good to see her, and she was like, I was like, "Okay." It was just so weird. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like they do like these weird things, and it's just like you really just get so numb to it. It gets to a point where you're just like, I don't even care. You know what I mean? Just like, do what you gotta do. Like, damn, yeah, it's like that. It's really like that out here in Port Liz. It's really like that out here. But hey, what can you do? I don't like any of those. What can you do? Yep. I just wanted to have you guys come from the group chat and hop on my live so that we can all so you guys can get to know me a little bit more, because you guys can't see my face in the group. All you can see is like my messages and stuff. But yeah, I go through the same thing that you guys go through as well. And it's a little stressful, I'm not gonna lie. But it gets easier to deal with as long as you just like ignore it. It develops courage more than the average person will ever have. You are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Our Look, I've witnessed, and I've witnessed some of our enemies kind of go through a little bit of, or one of my enemies kind of go through a little bit of the targeting that I went through, and I'm kid you not, like it literally paralyzed that chick. And so I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, like, some of the things that these people put us through, they can literally dish it, but they cannot take it. They cannot take it. Like, it really excuse me, it really paralyzes them spiritually. And I just thank God that He's given us the strength to be able to endure, you know, the things that we have to go through on a daily basis. It says nope. Yeah, they can't handle it. That's the reason why when they do it to me, like, they be wondering why I never ever respond. I know they think I don't see. I see all of it. Like, I see the shade, all the comments and stuff like that. And so many people are just like waiting on me to grab or like, say something or respond. But it's just like, it's unwise to respond to nonsense. It's not wise. It says there's a big psychological part of this. Overstimulation to mundane acts. Facts. Exactly. Overstimulation to mundane acts. It's just like they want us to, to really overreact to the things that they're doing. It's like they'll say something so petty and so small, and it'll be something like them just throwing a little shade, and it's just like nobody has time for that nonsense. I know that I don't, at least. And I'm not going to force myself to make time for something that I don't want to. It's like, I call it baiting. It's like they'll say something to you to try to bait you, and then they want to reel you in. Because in all reality, they really know that once we let them go, they no longer have access to those incentives that they receive. If they're not successful in getting on our nerves, all they're going to do is get dropped. And what's going to happen is they're going to go ahead and recruit new recruits to try to get close to you so that they can target you. You know what I'm saying? That's literally how it works. And so it's like, and that's the reason why I was kind of thinking to myself, I kind of answered my own question just now. But yeah, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, why won't these people just let me go? It's not me that they're not trying to let go of. It's that money that they're getting that they're not trying to let go of. They love the incentive from gang stalking me and other people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna add that. That's cute. They love the incentive. Do I have a pen? I don't have a pen. It's like, okay, I'll just mark it on here. One. But yeah, that's so it's the incentive that they're trying to hold on to. It's the money that it has nothing to do with us, as targets. They're really just holding on to the money. It has nothing to do with us. So try not to take everything personal, especially what these people do. Oh, there's somebody that I want to add to the chat too. His name is Dominique, and I think he's like in his early 20s. He's really young, and I really feel like, he could definitely use some people to talk to about what's been going on, because I'll be watching his live. I'm going to leave his live in the comments for you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to, check in with you guys and, talk to you guys a little bit about what I go through and, you know, get to know you guys a little bit more. Hit the subscribe button on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe so that we can all stay locked in here on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna hop off this thing really quick because I got some stuff I have to handle in my store. But I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Y'all will in peace.